I have made a lot of tip videos so far, and here are my top 10 tips I wish I knew my first time playing Stellaris. Some of these are simple, others more obscure. They are numbered in order of usefulness, though all these tips are pretty useful. You will get what I think is my best tip at the end of the video. I will try to put timestamps for each tip, so check out the description. Real quick, I just want to add that if you want to support my channel, watch my homepage that will tell you what you can do. That's it. Thanks for your support. Here we go. Number 10. Invading Planets. Did you know that you can automatically invade planets without manually telling the transport ships to land armies on every single planet? They will also follow your fleet around as they do this. Setting this up is simple. Select your transport and click on the passive stance button and change it to aggressive. That's it. Now sometimes the AI is weird and it will pass planets. It will only auto-invade if it thinks it can be successful. In other words, has a stronger army than the planet's defense armies that it would be landing on. If it passes a planet, you can either manually tell it to visit that system and/or increase the size of your army. After that, you shouldn't have any problems. Number 9. Taking planets and systems from other empires. So another player has a planet or system you want. How do you take it from them? First, make a claim on that system. Do this by clicking the claims window. Then click the plus sign on the system you want to take from the other player. Make sure you have enough influence and click Make Claims. Then click Contacts. Then on their empire. Then click Declare War. On the Declare War screen, select the Claim option. You can also select Vassalize. Declare war and take over claim systems. Land armies and take planets in those systems. Check the war screen until status quo is green. When it's green, click it and offer terms. Now those planets and systems you claim belong to you. Number 8. Using the Fleet Manager. The Fleet Manager is a powerful tool for building ships, and I'm going to tell you how to use it. Follow this and you will never want to use the shipyard manually again. So go to the Fleet Manager screen, create new fleet, check the design on the right. You can also click Add Ship and click the design that way. Click on the right plus sign next to your ships until it's gray. Click the little reinforced fleet button. This will tell your shipyards to build those ships and teleport themselves to the fleet gradually, each time you click the reinforce button. You can also make multiple fleets and hit the reinforce all button. You can also copy the template and clone fleets you already have. You can also click retrofit to swap one design for another. You can also upgrade fleets with the push of a button. Tell them to take point or return to home base. You can configure the home base with this button. That's basically the important stuff in a nutshell. Number 7. Increasing naval capacity. Naval capacity represents how many ships you can have. To maximize naval capacity early game, get starbase capped. Then fill with fleet anchorages. Leave one of those 2 starbases for your shipyards. Then go straight for interstellar fleet traditions in the society tree. Then put naval logistics offices on all your starbases, except your shipyard starbases. Then upgrade your starbases, filling them with anchorages. Late mid-game and endgame, you'll want to start either filling some planets with strongholds and/or building habitats and filling those. If you're a megacorp empire, build mercenary liaison buildings on your branch offices. You may build more than one per branch office. There's a building for criminal empires too. Number 6. Gaining influence. Ever wondered why you should build ships even if you're not planning to go to war? Other than being ready for war, paying ship upkeep for idle ships seems like a waste. It's not though. You gain a stat called power projection depending on your fleet power relative to your empire. Power projection directly increases your monthly influence. Also, other AI empires treat you better when you have more fleet power. You may even get requests for subjugation from empires to be your vassal if you have enough fleet power compared to theirs and you have good relations. So as a general rule, I try to keep my fleet size at naval capacity or close to it as I can get at all times, especially early game. Number 5. Subjugating empires through diplomacy. What if I told you you could dominate other empires and get to rank 1 on the victory board without ever firing a shot? It is very easy. First, get to and raise your naval cap as early as possible. Once you get the target empire to inferior or pathetic status, propose subjugation. Give the minimum of favorable terms you would need for them to accept subjugation. Of course, make sure you raise their opinion as well. Poof, now you have a vassal without firing a shot. You can continue to do this throughout the game. It is pretty broken. You can also increase your relative power to them economically and or technologically, but having lots of fleet power is the easiest. Number 4. Investigating anomalies. So you start a game, you start surveying, and this pops up. What do? Simple. Click Leave Be for now. Don't investigate them. Wait till you have completely explored and surveyed all the systems that aren't in another empire's borders. Then switch to auto-investigate anomalies. When you do this, the resources you get from these anomalies greatly increase. An anomaly event that gave 500 engineering research could give around 5,000 later in the game, for example. So patience is key here. Same with situations. Wait until your poor research vessels are bored out of their minds. Also, exploring first, then surveying before investigating allows you to expand much faster and get ahead of computer empires. Number 3. Making empires like you. So early game can be a challenge to new players. The computer AI loves to rush early, especially if they are a belligerent empire. Or say you want to go rush one computer empire but don't want your other neighbor to attack you while you are fighting. Here's what you do. As soon as you make contact with an empire, go to Trade Deal. Go to Favors and hit the plus sign until it won't let you anymore. It caps out at 10. This costs no resources, and I have never seen a computer do anything with those favors I gave them. This will jump their opinion by at least 100. Next, go to Diplomacy, click Improve Relations, and select an envoy. As long as their opinion didn't start at -100 or lower, this should work. The target empire should be green and now like you, and should not go to war with you. Using this combination with the next tip is the fastest way to increase opinion for the cost. Number 2. Using envoys. I don't know about you, but when I first started playing this game, I wondered why envoys improve relations so slow. I also thought they were very inefficient. In my How to Make Empires Like You video, I told you how to use favors to immediately raise opinion of an empire. Now I'm going to tell you to use envoys to speed up the process even further in addition to spending favors. It is so simple I facepalmed when I found it, but I could see a lot of players overlooking this. You can actually assign multiple envoys to the same empire. So if you assign say 4 to an empire, like the first one you meet, it improves relations really fast. You can also do this with federations and the community. And number 1, declaring war. So there is an empire you want to war with, but you're not quite sure if you can win, especially when they have allies. In Iron Man mode, this can be a tough decision. Well, there is something you can do to stack the odds in your favor. See, it's all about timing. You can simply declare war after they have already started a war with someone else. This doesn't always guarantee success. However, I have used this tactic many times and it hasn't backfired too often. You want to declare war after the war reaches about 50% war exhaustion for the target empire. That's when you swoop in. This will increase the chance of an enemy being in another empire's territory and absent from their borders, leaving their system yours for the taking. If you get a sentry array before you do this, even better. Furthermore, when you do this, the enemy's fleets have already been in space battles, so their fleet power will usually be at its lowest. Hopefully at least one of these tips helped. I may do more top 10 tips videos, so look for that. Any tips that are not on here, let me know. If you like my stuff, you know what to do. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.